Yeah. Better go ahead and crank this show off. We got a lot to talk about. Let's go ahead and get this shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love that intro. Shout out to my homeboy Carlo PSN and my other homeboy Lee Thomas from the Tailgate Party Committee, who was able to work on that. Magnificent intro for One Time for the Fan. Man, we doing so many things out here with the Falcon fans. It's crazy. But welcome back to another episode of One Time for the Fan. I am your host, Jack Spade. Got my co-host, Bodie 3000. Welcome back, Bodie 3000. Good to see you again. Everybody's hitting up the chat. And of course, we have one of our new co-hosts here, Mr. Chase. Crazy in the building. Chase, what's up, man?
What's up?
How's everything going for you, sir?
Good, man. Great. Another day.
Being a Falcons fan.
Yes,
Bodie,
sir.
You missed last week's episode because had a blessing in your life.
Yeah, man.
You want to go ahead and give us some information on that? You had your daughter's now here now in the world. This is the beautiful thing, man. Go ahead and speak on that, brother.
Yeah, my daughter's here. My eyes are barely open. One thing I do is I make cute babies, so I do that. All my kids are cute. Yeah, man, it's been a good, interesting week, man. It's my little daughter. I got two sons. I've been trying to. The family's here, so like it's just this is what it's gonna be for the next long time. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Okay. Yeah.
Well, it is a blessing, sir. So congratulations to you once again. A lot of people was giving you congratulations in the chat last week, but now you are here, you are back, so they can go ahead and say it right here in the chat once they join in. And we actually went to the Rise Up Tour event yesterday, where Big Country got a chance to meet him too as well. He was talking big about you, you know what I'm saying, because he enjoys the show and what you do for the show. So it's glad to see you back, brother. And to Mr. Chase, this is your first time being on a podcast here, so welcome to you, sir, to the podcast. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir, being a Falcons fan.
Oh, man, I've loved Falcons since day one, man. Really through my dad. My dad just raised me up being a Falcon fan. Definitely A1 since day one, for sure.
Todd Monday, what's going on? Negative?
Yeah,
not
negative,
us.
Man. We so negative.
Not One Time for the Fan. Shout out to Lisa in the chat. Got a chance to talk to Lisa at training camp. We have a lot to go over tonight on One Time for the Fan. I was going to break the ice with this Rolling Loud information. You know, they had Rolling Loud last week. And this information about some of their VIP sections came out, about 10 to 15,000 for a VIP section. You had to spend like $100,000 to get a shout out. Bottles were going for like almost $2,500. Sushi was going for like $600. So I don't know. Rolling Now they were killing it, boy. I was gonna get into this break the ice, man. But we got so much to talk about with the Falcons right now. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what happened at Rolling Loud last week, Bodie. So if you wanted to go to one of these concerts and spend $100,000, the DJ will give you a shout out.
Man, so did you just hear? I just had a baby. I ain't trying to spend $2. Yeah. Man. Let's get the ball rolling.
One Time for the Fan. Todd said, just kidding. Shout out to Todd. Dylan's in here. Shout out to Dylan as well.
What's up, Dylan?
Harold's out here. We got a lot of fake Falcon fans on these Falcons Facebook pages. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have a Chris Chandler year watch. We got a lot to talk about tonight here on One Time for the Fan. We had the opportunity to go to training camp on Friday and Saturday. Chase, you was there as well.
Yes,
Chase, for the fans out there, for those who couldn't make training camp, whether it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even this week coming up, a lot of fans can't make it. Just describe your experience. You was there for 2 days, so just describe your experience as a fan, waking up early, making the drive. Tell us about your training camp experience.
I mean, it was a good time. It's always a good time to get to see Falcon family, you know what I mean? Got to meet the rookie, Drake. He's up there, cuz mammoth. Good time, man. Got to meet some of the younger players. And we got a young team this year, a really young team. Just good to always get out there and meet the new players.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For me, Bodie, the experience of going to training camp, waking up early, getting out there, seeing the fans, seeing the Falcons family out there, the social media was going crazy for the Falcons because they love seeing the fans back in the building. Friday was not too many fans out there. But Saturday, oh man, it was packed. It was packed out there. You had about, they said they had 5,000 tickets claimed. It looked to be about 3,000 people out there. Out there. Yeah, a lot of people on the hill, and then people over there to the side of the hill that didn't want to sit on the hill. So it was pretty packed. Plus the VIP section too as well. Media, NFL Network was there. But the experience of going to training camp, it's a good feeling. And then you have guys like this young man right here, Jeff Wolf. Who arrived to camp at 1:30 in the morning.
I'm on that.
For an 8 o'clock check-in. He was there at 1:30 in the morning. So there are some diehard Atlanta Falcon fans out here, Harold Poole. So don't worry about those fake Falcons fans that you're seeing in these groups because we're going to get to that.
They everywhere.
We're going to get to that tonight on One Time for the Fan. But yes, the experience was nice. The $1 food. Getting a chance to see the players practice and train and warm up, do their workouts. Like I'm watching right now on NFL Network, they're doing their camp recap. But it was just amazing to be out there with the fans, and to just be around that Falcons football again. But,
football is back.
It's a really good feeling.
That was amazing.
That's a beautiful thing. Football is back.
For those that did not see it, for those that want to go ahead and see it, check out the Falcons social media pages on their Instagram, on their Twitter. Apparently, I don't know. I guess
apparently. Don't be humble. Don't be damn humble. Hey, your ass all over these pages, man.
Everywhere.
I see
that. One Time for the Fan, we on NFL Network.
That is everywhere.
One Time for the Fan, we on Instagram Live.
He jumped in front of Eric like the Temptations.
He was in there.
There's a lot of opportunities, and this is part of the experience of being at the training camp. A lot of opportunities to meet the players, to speak to the players, and to get some autographs, some selfies, some pictures. But day two must have been, day two was way better than day one. I mean, the Falcons had us when we first walked in Friday, but Saturday, social media was going crazy. With NFL Network being there, and then of course we're on that front row. Chase was down there too as well on the front row. But it's a good opportunity to get autographs, right, Chase?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Got to be on that front row, or you may not get an autograph.
Those kids will come knock you out the way too, as well.
Yes, sir.
So where my chair was, Bodie, like right behind me, to where the rope is, where the players come back. Like I noticed after I was getting the picture and autographs, I looked back like, "Where's my chair?" Couldn't even find it, bro. Like everybody just pushes that rope so much onto the field. But when like Matt Ryan and Julio was there, oh man, it was crazy. It was hard to get an autograph from them because they were the biggest players. So right now, the fan favorite is Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts. Desmond Ridder was the big fan favorite on Saturday with a lot of the kids there and the families there. Drake London from having a spectacular camp so far. It was big to see him coming over there. But we made a lot of noise. We made sure the players came over and give us some pictures and show some love. So it was pretty cool. Chase, what autograph? You got some autographs? You get some pictures?
Yeah, man. I got a couple autographs. I got Drake London the first day. I met a lot more players Friday and Saturday. It was just so crowded Saturday. But Drake London's probably the most exciting one I was about meeting. And then I got Mariota. I did meet Mariota. Cool guy,
Nice.
real cool guy.
Nice.
Yeah, real humble, real humble.
That Drake London picture is crazy. Falcons have it on their social media. It's on Instagram. It's on Twitter. People just keep retweeting. I didn't know there was this many Falcon fans, but they everywhere, boy. They are retweeting this shit, and it feels good, because as a Falcon fan, we're that close to Falcons football. The energy that I was bringing out there is what the fans, I want them to see that and understand that we are diehard Atlanta Falcons fans. So it was big to take a picture with Drake. It was big to take a picture with Ritter and everybody else. But going into camp now, all that fun stuff, all the autographs was cool now. But they had about 2 hours and a half, close to 3 hours of getting active on the field. Chase, you saw some highlights. You were right there.
I'm definitely saying that's the best training camp I've attended yet, for sure. Definitely.
One time for the fan. Of course, we were talking about the Atlanta Falcons training camp. We have a lot going on here with, the Falcons now getting ready to be prepared for the first game against the Detroit Lions, first preseason game. But for training camp, some of the players already, we got to watch for some of these players, right? And there's some names out there that you're going to be hearing about a lot. Chase, from you being there, please chime in on this too as well. Bodie, we've talked about this recently before training camp, but now we had an opportunity to go out there and see these players. But Troy Anderson is a name to definitely watch.
Fast.
Troy Anderson gets after it. And this is your shorts and t-shirts, or as this one fan said the other day on my Facebook page, the underwear Olympics. So call it what you want, but these players are competing to make the roster. And it doesn't matter if it's shorts and t-shirts or when the pads come on tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Competition is there. And you've seen it in the one-on-ones. You've seen it in the sevens. You've seen it in the 11 drills. You've seen it, Bodie. And you'll get a chance to go this week to training camp. You have an opportunity to see it with the pads on. You've seen it with the shorts and the t-shirts. But man, oh man, competition was out there flying. We're going to get to the chat here before we get to some of the players to watch for. But yes, Todd, have y'all heard about Landman? Think he makes the team? Landman had snaps. I don't know if you've seen this, Chase. Landman had snaps with the first team.
Really?
Though my friend told me they're mixing up a lot more of the linebacker core with the first team. That's why you seen Troy out there. Nick Kowalski had some first team reps.
Yeah,
but
I did see that.
First day, second day, didn't see too much of Landman on the first day. Second day, he was on that first team rep. Troy Anderson was out there. Rashard Evans was out there too.
Yeah, I've seen Evans a lot.
Evans too is a lot. So we know that Evans is now competing for that starting middle linebacker job. Seeing as many reps as Troy get, we know Troy Anderson is also competing for that starting middle linebacker job. I think Nick Kowalski is like the sub that you bring in every now and then. If you don't keep Dion, I think they do keep Dion now, but you need as many linebackers as you can with this 3-4, right? You're going to be throwing linebackers in left and right. If you're going to keep that line of Marlon Davidson, Tyquan Graham, Vincent Taylor, and Grady Jarrett in the front, well, you're going to need about 4 or 5 linebackers, probably 6 linebackers on that roster to help you out in this 3-4 scheme. They're going to be running some 5-2 as well. So, yes, Todd, Nathan Landman is a player to watch. We hope, because of the linebacker position being so deep right now with the roster, they keep more linebackers, so Nathan Landman might have an opportunity to make this roster. But, yes, Chase, you saw some of Nathan?
I didn't, actually. No, I didn't see him hardly at all.
Okay. I had some opportunity to see a couple of reps with him. I believe I do have some video I'll post on the the Facebook page, One Time for the Fan. But shout out to Todd for that question right there. Jeff Wolf, Big Country's in the chat. Got a chance to speak with Big Country. He has a podcast out here. Bodie, we're going to set something up. Go ahead, Bodie.
Sir. No, I was just saying, shout out Big Country, man. Yeah, we had a nice little talk. Yep. It was cool, man. Cool dude, man. Thanks for showing love, bro. I've been watching his shows too. He know how to do it.
Big Low Country Sports on YouTube. He has a Falcons podcast, but he also talks about other sports too as well sometimes. I've seen him talk about some basketball here and there. But he's a great guy, man. We had a chance to talk yesterday at the Rise Up Tour event right after training camp. So that was good. The Falconator from Dirty Bird Nest, he's in here. Shout out to him as well. He made the drive from North Carolina to training camp. Chase, how far did you come from now?
I had a 3.5 hour from my place. I live in Baxley, Georgia. Probably about 2.5 from the stadium itself.
Okay.
So not too bad for game day, but that Flowery Branch trip's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm glad you did the 2 days, and you was getting ready to drive back, and you decided to stay in Flowery Branch for the next day, right?
Right. I'm also trying to see about maybe go Saturday. My dad was tomorrow trying to go back up there, so we may go back up Saturday.
Okay.
Hope to be there too as well. Tim Riley from Dirty Bird Nation, one of the admins, he's in the house. Teddy's out here. Baker, Peak Breaker. What is this? A Panther fan? Is that Carl
Van?
Van?
Panther. That's
Carl Van.
Man. Yeah,
that's Carl. That's the. Oh God, what are you doing in here, Carl? You Panther fans?
Oh my
Tune in.
God. Oh man,
I wasn't ready for that.
First time seeing Carl in the chat. Shout out to Carl, man. Hey, it's the NFC South. We're gonna battle this year, but we'll be up there for that Thursday night game. We'll be up there.
Yeah, we're gonna see Baker on his back.
We're gonna see Matt Corral at that time. That should be Matt Corral. Yeah, Baker's done for at that time. Harold Poole, our defensive coordinator, talking plenty of trash, and I like it too. We're gonna talk about that just in a couple moments. Tim Riley, I'm dedicated and would love to be at training camp, but live in Northwest Alabama. Keeps me from it. Tim, if you get there's a hotel right there down the street from training camp.
Yes, sir.
And
6 minutes.
It's 6 minutes away, right there on Hog Mountain Road. So if you want to come on out to training camp, get you a day. Look at, some of the upcoming days they have, or they have the Falcons practice at the Bends in Atlanta on August the 15th, and we'll be out there too as well. Dylan's in the chat. Chase, you know this guy. Ryan juked me on an autograph once. You did it to a lot of people, to the kids. Oh, your boy Bodie, Lorenzo Carter. He was down there on the far end. You couldn't get to him. Them Georgia fans ran over there, boy. He had a good little line over there.
Damn. I'm going to get to him.
We'll see. Hopefully you do. Todd Monday, who's going to be the running backs when the camp breaks? So talking to a lot of the journalists, Chase, we can get on this. CP is going to be your down one running back.
Yeah, for sure.
He was first team rep running back on the 7s, the 11s. And then you saw Tyler, but you also saw Damien Williams.
Yes, sir, number 6.
Bro,
watch that number.
This boy's fast.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? And this is shorts and t-shirts, and they could strip the ball out. They can you saw a lot of hand slapping.
They were giving a little contact.
They were leaning in there a little bit. They wanted to show up with them Guardian caps. They're like, hell, 10% off the effect. Let me see how this works. But oh man, Tyler has the opportunity to eventually become your bell cow because he's here for the next 3 years or so. Your 1 year deals of Damien. Go ahead, Chase.
He's got hands too.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Your 1 year deal with Damien Williams, you don't know how that's going to pan out. Cordell's going to be here forever, so he's going to be a Falcon for life. But your down one running back is going to be CP. There's not too much competition when it comes to that running back room. I mean, Quadri, he's going to be like your. Go ahead. I'm going to say
I liked him in training camp these past 2 days. He showed me a lot. I mean, he just speed. I feel like he's got a lot faster. He did have no pads on, but I feel like he could be that third down back that comes in and just, we seen it last year with him. He came in, go 15, 20 yards just out of the blue.
Running
I think Allison's that type of back
too as well. It's real ugly last year.
Right. Yeah. I just think he's that type of back. He's a game changer. He can be. If he can get the fumbles down, I feel like he's a game changer.
From what I've seen, with CP being your first down, he's going to be your first down. Of course, second down, you're gonna see him over there with the wide receivers. So then here comes your true running back. I think your second and third down running back on your series where you're active and you're moving will be your Damien Williams. Then as you get down to the third quarter, you got the lead. You're hurting them in the run game. Here comes Tyler Algieri, right?
Right.
Quadri, that's the problem. It's where Caleb Huntley. I'm sorry. He'll probably be practice squad. He has some good runs, but Falcon fans, come on. Bodie, go ahead.
Nah,
it is deep.
No, you're right. We're too deep.
We're too deep right now, and we can keep a running back on the practice squad, but Avery Williams is going to line up at special teams. So knowing that he's a running back on your depth chart, he's going to line up at special teams, your kick return, your punt return.
Yeah.
Cordell's going to line up as your RB1. should be Damien Williams behind him with Tyler Algieri. Quadri after that, then Caleb.
I can route with that.
Yeah.
It's going to be a committee.
Going to the chat here before we have the players to watch. Carl, thank you, Carl, for going to your real profile. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. You Panther fans, you guys are something else. Shout out to Dave, man. Dave's been here a while. Man, shout out to Dave, man.
Shout out
So, Dave.
Big fan of One Time for the Fans. Shout out to Dave, man. Big Country's here. Everybody make sure you hit that like button. Big Country, man. Shout out,
Appreciate
man.
that. Appreciate
What's
that.
it? Baxley, Georgia, home of the Plant Hatch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Small little town.
I've been out there.
It's a good.
Dylan's going with you, Chase. He said, "Let's go.
Let's do it. I'm down."
Going over here to Dave now. Coach P's press conference was music to my ears. It was mine too because he cursed.
Yes, sir. I loved it. Every second of it.
Yeah,
He was lit.
He was lit. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. I'm coming to the main event against the Aints week 1, and Dirty Bird Nation will be there for the weekend festivities. We need to show the football world that we are not bullshit. Lay down team, rise up one time for the fan. Let me tell y'all something.
Everybody
Let's get to these players to watch. We're moving here tonight. Bodie, we're moving here tonight. Players to watch for training camp. This is from my observation. Marcus Mariota. Agree or disagree, Chase?
Very agree.
Bodie, you seen some of the video. He had a couple runs. His passes, he's been 9 for 15, 8 for 14. He's splitting those reps with Ritter. What they show you outside is not what happens at the performance field inside that stadium, inside the training camp facility. What you see is the workouts in the morning. What you see inside that room, ain't nobody in there.
Of course, they keep that under wraps. That's
under wraps. So we're just going off of what we see.
The good shit.
But Eric Parker had a good video. He went back on the top of the hill and shared Mariota's run on Friday. Mariota had a good 20-yard run.
Yes, sir.
He was pumped up off of that. Quarterback scramble. Play broke down. Mariota still looking to throw as he's being mobile, Falcons fans. Remember that? Remember that word, mobile? Mariota was showing it. And then he saw the opportunity to just say, you know what? Forget this. He's tucking and running. He scored a touchdown there. Guess what? Saturday, he did it again. Another tuck and run on the 11 drills. He got flushed from the left side, ran back, chased toward your side where you were sitting, ran into the end zone, got so hyped, threw the ball into the crowd.
Yes, sir.
He showed the wheels. What did they have him on Madden? 88 speed rating?
Yeah, 88.
He showed it.
He's got it.
I posted the video, Super Mariota. He just needs a cape.
I really think that, man. I really do. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, and I think he's going to prove it this year. Right. I really do.
Going to Mariota, I mean, he was named the starter for week 1 by the quarterback's coach. We didn't hear it from Arthur Smith, and then we heard it from the quarterback's coach. But still, Arthur Smith, it's been a couple days now in camp. He hasn't talked about it. So I guess he's agreeing with what Charles London is saying. Right. If Mariota is your starter for week 1, Bodie, how do you feel about that right now? You're going to get a chance to see him at training camp coming up. You're going to get a chance to see him against the Lions, against the Jags, the Jets. But how do you feel about already the news breaking that Mariota will probably be the starting quarterback week 1?
I think that was the sentiment when they brought him in. I mean, we traded Matt Ryan. An hour later, we go get him. They that was the plan, and that was before we got Ritter. And I know some people want Ritter in. I get it. But you let him take his time. There's a reason that Aaron Rodgers sat on the bench for 3 or 4 years. However long the fuck it was. He sat down for a reason. Just let that man develop. He's got to develop. I'll just keep telling people he wasn't a 3rd round pick for no reason. He's got some things to work on, but he has a solid foundation to get better. So Mariota's the guy. Let him get the lumps and let him get out there and redeem himself. And let's try to win some games. Man. That's right. That's right. And
speaking about winning some games, got something else to talk about here shortly. But Chase, Mariota being named the starter for week 1, quarterback's coach. I guess he's kind of just calling it already. Where's the no need for competition? He's going to be your starter. It's the vet and the rook. There shouldn't be Falcon fans. It's a veteran and a rookie.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
back during the times of Matt Ryan being here, you needed that rookie to start week 1. You have a player who's pretty decent at quarterback for his career and has an opportunity to step up here. So and revamp his career. But Chase, yes, Mariota being starter for week 1. Your thoughts? It helps you prepare now, right? Going into week 1.
I'm cool with it. Like I said, he's the veteran. I mean, the man, hasn't put up bad numbers throughout his career. He's just been hurt. He hasn't been able. Y'all should have signed Cam. Oh,
it's a Panther fan. Shout out to Carl for being here. He is hilarious too, as well. In those Falcons, he's in the I-85 group with the Falcons Panthers. Where we battle.
I seen Carl.
We good on that. We good on
what I'm saying with Mariota, his ball placement, the Friday and Saturday was magnificent. And I'm pretty sure you seen it on your end too. You had a couple end zone passes on your end, back in the corner, and just the arch on that ball, how it comes down. Like I said, it's without pads, but Mariota looks like he's out there to prove something this year.
You're right about that. So the plays that we did see from Mariota, why I put Mariota on my players to watch for, and let's run through this. I mean, Mariota being on the players to watch for, because so far since Wednesday, since camp has really gotten underway, he's been balling out. All right, the scrambles for the touchdowns, him being in there with the starting group, the passes to Drake London. He had about 2 touchdowns to Drake London. He threw Olami Zaccheaus one on the money. Like a 30-yard pass. Olami, he dropped it. Or it would look like good coverage from D. Offer, but it was right there in his hands. And Kyle Pitts pass in the corner end zone. The one to Drake London, again, we saw on Fox 5 that we posted on our page. Yeah. He's dropping some dimes in there, bro. You feel me? And we're just seeing this small...
And what's so crazy?
Go ahead.
Ritter's just a few steps behind him.
Ritter has some good passes too as well. He was killing it in the 7-on-7 drills.
He is swinging it.
What's going on there in the chat? Only place Camel playing in Atlanta would be the Westlake Lions. Y'all get on, Carl. Get on them.
He could be in the fan control league.
When T.O. plays in the fan control?
Yeah. He can go out there with Manziel and T.O.
Players to watch for, right? Marcus Mariota. That's on my list. And Chase, you can give us your players to watch for too as well. Marcus Mariota, Richie Grant. Richie Grant is having a really good camp right
Richie
now.
Grant. I got a small name. Name that you probably wouldn't even think that I would even throw out there, but I like Cordell Hodge. I seen a bunch of passes that he was catching just on one-on-ones and the 7-on-7s. And he's got sure hands. The kid's got sure hands. He's 5'11", I think. I believe he's like 185 or 190 pounds. So he's got to have some speed there. There's got to be speed there. Yeah, I just feel like him and Zaccheaus could be a game changer, as well as the small receiver wise. But from what I've seen out of Hodge, sure-handed for real.
So it's funny that you mentioned that with Zaccheaus, Bodie. Remember we talked about the number 2 and number 3 wide receiver? It's looking right now that it's going to be Drake, Brian Edwards, and Olami Zaccheaus.
Yeah.
OZ is going to be your slot.
I told you that. I told you as soon as Edwards got here, I was like, yep, that's your number 2.
You're right about that, Bodie. You're right about that. Zaccheaus is having a good camp right now. First of all, let's go over this. All the players are having a good camp, except for the young man who threw the punch yesterday. I think he's not having a good day. But we'll get to that as well. But Zaccheaus is having a good camp. Hodge is having a good camp. Tate, I saw the reports from some of the reporters that covered the Falcons. Tate was having two, rough days at first, but we saw Tate Friday and Saturday. He had really good catches, the back of the end zone. It would have been a college touchdown because he had the 1 foot in. But his attempt to go get it, the one-handed grab that he pulled in the back of the end zone, that's the fight you want. This is camp. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to throw his body out there. The pads are not on, Bodie. He doesn't have to throw his body out there and catch this ball. But he did. You understand? And it was a good pass by Ritter. Ritter put that shit on the money, too, as well.
Yeah, he did. Frank Darby himself, he's shown me some improvement. Frank Darby. I like that name.
Just like with the Quadri-Allison talk we talked about with the running back room, it's like the same for Frank Darby with the wide receivers.
No doubt is stacked.
You're racked up right now. Geronimo Allison is catching everything. But Drake London don't miss a ball.
He ain't dropping.
He don't drop many passes, bro. And I'm telling you,
it's crazy.
Drills to the 7s, to the 1v1s, to the 11s.
And that boy gonna go up and get it.
Man, we got a franchise wide receiver, Bodie. Chase, we got a franchise wide receiver in our hands. Going back to the players to watch for: Richie Grant, Drake London, Troy Anderson, Brian Edwards with some spectacular catches in the 1-on-1 drills and the 7 drills. Cordell Patterson, of course, because Cordell is Cordell. runs a kick return back in practice, and then runs over there to the fans and sends everybody in a damn rage.
Yeah,
because the players are practicing and Cordell's over here signing autographs.
Yeah.
Everybody running down the hill.
I got a name to watch for here, Falcons fans. Mike Ford. You saw the video with Drake London, the blown coverage where Mike Ford, went left and Drake cut back inside and got the touchdown wide open. But what you're not realizing after those videos is Mike Ford was on the field with that first group in the slot. It was Casey Hayward, it was AJ Terrell, and it was Mike Ford. Now, is it because Isaiah Oliver is not at 100%? Though Oliver was running around out there.
Yeah.
We seen him on a couple pass breakups. But Mike Ford got some reps on Saturday with the first team. Seeing a lot of that. Marcus Mariota, Kyle Pitts. So these are the players that I have to watch for. Nathan Landman, I didn't really put a star next to his name, but he's one to watch for. But Troy Anderson, he's a guy you got to look out for. Definitely Troy Anderson. Any more players to watch for in your end, Chase?
Ritter, man. I'm not saying he's going to take Mariota's spot, but Ritter really surprised me at just all around being a third-round pick. I mean, that kind of talent sitting in the third round is almost unheard of. I mean, Russell Wilson, yeah. I mean, he started his rookie season, but Ritter, small school, gave Georgia a run for their money. The man's got experiences in big games. And I think he's for sure our franchise quarterback going on after Mariota.
Bodie, any of these names from the players to watch for from camp, any of these names surprise you already? Or is this what you expected going into camp? Some of these names, I mean, Troy Anderson, Richie Grant, Drake London. Hell, Mike Ford is a name that's surprising.
Yeah.
But any of these names surprise you?
Yeah, I mean, I like to hear that. I like to hear that, those names are the names that we're looking at. Mike Ford is definitely a pleasant surprise. Absolutely. We signed him. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know much about Mike Ford.
Same.
Mike Ford, if you're watching, I didn't know.
Shout out to Mike Ford though. He came over, showed love.
Shout out to Mike Ford, man. I went back, watched the tape. Dude can ball. They put trust in him to put him on the first team, even if Oliver isn't 100% or whatever. So I mean, I wasn't really surprised. I mean, those are names you want to hear at the top, especially I got all the Troy Anderson. I'm fan club. Troy Anderson fan club over here. Like, I'm rooting for that dude, man.
And we did the Troy Anderson rookie report with R&R Catcast last week, or the week before, and they're excited. Ryan Foley, I don't know if he told you, Bodie. Ryan's been hitting me up, like, what's up with Troy? How's he doing? Plus, Trey Webb, who is having a nice camp right now. He's from Montana State. So I've been sending him videos of Troy Anderson and Trey Webb. Remember, Ryan's a Bengals fan. The other Ryan is a Rams fan. Montana State doesn't have an NFL team, but they are excited about Troy Anderson. Remember, they said they're going to build a statue for Troy Anderson at Montana State. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of player. But to see Troy on the first team, this is not the official depth chart. No. Mike Ford, I'm not saying he's already started. No. The reps that they were running in camp, your first team comes out there to where you see Drake, you see Matthews, you see the first team, you see the offensive line, you see Mariota, you see CP. That's the first team. You see the defense. You see Richie Grant. You see Jalen Hawkins. You see AJ Terrell. You see Casey Hayward. You see Grady Jarrett. Mike Ford was in there. Troy Anderson was mixing it up. Tyquan Graham was mixing it up. Timothy Horn, the nose tackle, undrafted free agent, was mixing it up. Competition battles now. There's a guy on this offensive line that y'all need to be looking for. And we're about to get to the chat in a minute. His name is Elijah Wilkinson. Right? He's been getting a lot of reps since Wednesday with the first team offensive line. Not to say that Jalen Mayfield is not that guy anymore. But Elijah Wilkinson, from what I've been seeing, has been getting a very good amount of reps with the first team.
Yep.
We had Jalen Mayfield as our guard last year. They brought the same line back. They did bring Mayfield back, but I've been seeing Mayfield when I was there Friday, Saturday, a lot of second team reps with Mayfield. Out of first team reps with Wilkinson. Chase, anything on the offensive line that you've seen or any competition battles we need to be watching for right now?
A name that stuck out to me was Jermaine Fetty. He got a lot of reps.
He got the scuffle. He got the scuffle too.
Yeah, he did. McGarry's got a lot of second team reps. But it's been flip-flop. So, I mean, it could just be just a battle, see what coach likes. But Jermaine Fetty, I like him. He did just come off an injury last year, which was a knee injury. The man, his biggest issue at one point was too many flags. But from what I read, the man cut down his flags from just to 9 penalties in one season. And
Wait,
you know as well as I do.
Flags? Jake Matthews? You got competition?
right. And you know as well as I do, it's been an issue for years. And to have somebody that can cut down only 9 flags a season, I could route with that.
The right tackle position, Jermaine Fetty, Caleb McGarry. It's a competition battle. Chase saw a lot of reps over there from Fetty. I saw mostly at the end of camp when Fetty was in there. That's when the scuffle kind of happened. And it was just a friendly scuffle. All right. So the media is going crazy with all they were throwing punches and they were
made it seem like we cut practice a whole hour or something. It was like 10 minutes.
It was like literally less than 10 minutes left of practice.
Yeah.
Fans were leaving at that point. And you can see like the last of the 11s on the field, but competition was heating up.
Yeah.
You know, Anthony Rush was in the mix. I saw Kyle Pitts dancing around here over there again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is football. It's football. Yeah. But I guarantee you they patched it up. They talked about it. It was competition. It had nothing to do about, man, you owe me money or none of this. No. It's bare competition. That's what
you like to see that shit. You like to see that competition. I think I saw a video coach saying, you want that shit from your players. That means they want to fight. They trying to get to the top. They trying to be that guy.
That energy that you saw after with Smith making them run, and that fired up energy that he had after seeing everything, and the fans saw it, it carried over to Dean Pease into that press conference. We're gonna talk about that.
Yes,
We're gonna go to the chat here now. Before we get back to some more competition battles, Carl, what are you talking about? Ritter was the only quarterback I would have drafted in this class. He was over here saying when he should have signed Cam a couple minutes ago. Ritter's a player, but Mariota's a fallback. So Dave and Carl going at it. Get him, Dave. He's a Panther fan. Any word on Edwards' injury? Edwards did leave camp a little bit early. A lot of diving catches for Edwards, but we hope he's all right. I saw some of the report that he did leave camp early and he's okay. Yeah. This is not like how what's the dude in Tampa? He got carted off.
Season ending.
So
it's over for him.
Edwards is okay, and if Edwards, if something happens and he's not able to play, let's trust that if OZ's your 2 or if not Auden Tate is the guy you mentioned, Cordell Hodge might even be your 2. But don't forget when the offense lines up, Falcons fans, your number 2 is just holding a position on the depth chart. When they line up, you're going to see Pitts, you're going to see London, you're going to see Edwards, you're going to see it's going to be crazy. You're not just going to see how Hodge on the field and OZ. Nah, they finna line up some craziness. But we saw some of the trip plays they ran. We saw some of the mesh plays, the 3 wide receiver trip sets on the right, people picking each other, people creating space. The level.
A lot of PA.
Lot of that. A lot of play action. A lot of that. So to a point where Mariota had an opportunity to scramble, that 88 speed came out.
I'm telling you. Yes, sir.
88 speed.
Y'all keep sleeping, man. We're going to talk about this. We got time here on One Time for the Fan, but yes.
They're not going to come at Mariota like he trash. I'm tired of this shit.
Dave, I don't have a problem with Mariota starting week 1 in the season, but I'm going to deceive myself about him either. Let's just all hope. Remember we talked about the free agent quarterbacks? Let's hope Mariota has a good season and him and Ritter split reps and they come in and they work and they progress and they do a lot of big things in Atlanta.
You got to have it. You got to have that veteran. I mean, I just don't see us throwing Ritter out there and then taking the chance on the man and then him getting down on himself. You got to let him let the game come to him slowly, not too fast.
That's real.
Free safety D Marlowe, Michael Walker. I heard Michael too. He wasn't playing. Don't call him Makai. Michael. Because I heard him over there with a fan. It was like, no, my name's Michael. He wasn't playing with the dude. But D Marlowe, he got a lot of the second team reps. Him and Eric Harris came off of the second team. Yeah. Hawkins and Grant was on the field most of the time.
What about Tez Tabor?
Tease Tabor.
Yeah,
he came in with the second and the third team, but he was getting some rest. That boy flying all over the field, man.
Sir. Yeah.
I didn't put him on my players to watch, but I hope to hear more about Tease Tabor this week.
Yeah.
But boy, when them pads come on, somebody finna get robbed.
Man,
You
he's
saw
always
it.
been a fast dude.
Yeah,
He's always been that.
Yep. And you saw the competition, Chase.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some
Arthur
battles
Smith.
this week.
Arthur Smith said it himself.
It's going down
Most
in a major
competition
way.
he's ever had.
It's going down in a major way. Going to Dave here. I'm in the camp of Ritter, but I will settle for. Lorenzo's in here checking in from North Carolina. Good evening to Lorenzo. You and your fam. Go Braves. Go Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
D. Alford. Shout out to Big Country. Another player to look for.
I did. Yeah,
D. Alford.
Yes, sir. I got a chance to meet Alford.
You got a picture? Autograph?
Yeah, I got a picture with him. Yeah, cool guy.
How long do these players play in the preseason games? Right now with the 3 games, hopefully Drake should get about a quarter with the first game. You don't want Drake out there in the third quarter against the Lions. Let's work it in. The Jaguars game, you should see about 2.5 to 3 quarters of your starters. I think so. Chase, Bodie?
I think so.
I think we may see a drive in the first game of Mariota, maybe.
Going to Big Country, that could be your dime corner. D. Alford, it's possible. Mm-hmm. It's possible. They're going to run a lot of nickel this year, but there's going to be some plays where I can see a 4 cornerback set on the field. They're loading up on depth on that defense. It's funny. It's real funny. The offensive line is not too thick on depth.
We just signed a safety, I believe.
Henry Black from the Packers, and he was out there too running around. But
okay, just a signing, huh? Just
not gonna say that yet. But we talked about Tease Tabor and D. Marlowe, and here comes another safety, Henry Black. We'll find out. Edwards hurt his elbow. What's the status? Edwards seems to be good. The report from what I read on Twitter.
I seen he got up after the hit and shook it off. From what I seen, maybe it's something small.
Shout out to Ryan checking in from
Ryan.
Shout out to Ryan from R&R Cat Cast.
Yes, sir.
Really good show we did on the Ricky Report for Troy Anderson. Ready to see what our O-line looks like. And Wilkinson, he pushed Fetty, Mayfield, and McGarry. Wilkinson's pushing somebody. He's getting them damn reps. But like Bodie said, they're mixing it up. They're throwing some people around. But when you see a player getting a lot more reps than another player, it's something to watch for. Wilkinson's getting a lot of reps right now. Going back to some more competition battles when we get to the next segment. The wide receiver group, as you talked about, Cordell Hodge, he's moving up that chart of trying to get a 3, maybe that 4th receiver. Darby's having a good camp too as well. But when you're seeing the first team and the second team reps, nobody's talking about Damien Bird. Bird was out there too as well.
He was. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Your number 1 wide receiver is going to be Drake London. Your number 2, from speaking to somebody in the media, not saying that this person is, throwing out already that it's official, but he did tell me, look for Brian Edwards to be your number 2. Look for OZ to be your number 3. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
So hearing that means, well, who's your 4 and your 5?
Yeah, we got
Hodge is having a terrific camp right now.
We got Hodge, we got
Bird, who's having a nice camp right now.
Alden Tate.
Tate and Geronimo Allison.
And Geronimo. It's stacked, man. It's stacked.
Who else? So we keep Frank Darby. Here we go now. You're not going into it with 8 receivers.
And then Barry Hill Jr. or something
Barry
like
Hill
that.
has some good catches, but there's some players, Chase, and you're a Falcon fan.
Yeah.
You just have to say,
You know.
If you know, you know. I remember when the Falcons drafted that Maurice Green guy from Bowling State a couple years ago, and I was like,
Bowling Green.
Whoa, man, let me get his social media, man. This kid's
fast. Yeah.
The face says it all.
Where he at now?
Come on, man. First game is for 1 drive for your starter, but since we are a new regime, it might be 2 drives.
Possibly.
Have no problem seeing Mariota.
Maybe.
I want players healthy.
It's a new team.
Yeah, gotta have a healthy team.
You gotta have a healthy team, but it is a new team. I would say early, probably. They'll just wait till the last game and they'll really play like 2 or 3 drives. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Hell, put your offensive line in there all game though.
Any practice, right? Even put them in against the third stringer so they get that goddamn.
I don't care. Put Mayfield in against some third stringers. I don't put him in there all game. No.
I bet Mayfield look like goddamn God out there versus the third strings.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Dave, can you explain the difference after pads come on? So
Big
I
difference.
want to get to this here. The pads come on, and it's more competition. All that pushing and shoving with that shirt pulling. Get after it. We finna lay some thumps out here.
Sir.
Jalen Hawkins, Fitzpatrick caught a pass on Thursday that was shown on some of the Falcons social media. Hawkins went in there and he pulled up. He had the clean hit, but he pulled up. Why? Because there's no pads.
Yep.
But on Monday, tomorrow morning, something coming across the middle, you don't want to get fined for excessive hitting on your teammate.
Yeah.
But somebody's going to lay a hit. Tease Tabor is trying to make the team. You think he wants to be sitting over there pulling the jersey while coach is over there watching, talking about some get him to the ground?
Yeah.
You don't want to injure this guy, like how the situation with Tampa. I mean, it sucks to know that the center got injured with shirts and pads and t-shirts. What the hell was y'all doing in drills that this guy gets carted off? But we don't want to see that with the Falcons. We want a healthy Atlanta Falcons, but it's more competition. The shirt pulling stops and the real cracking of the helmets, the pads. Time to get after it because we have to win some competition job. We have to win some jobs here to make this 53. So, Dave, I hope that answers your question. When the pads come on, buddy, from your knowledge, shorts and t-shirts, like it's people say, everybody looks good in shorts and t-shirts, but the pads come on. Hell, the Buffalo Bills just put their pads on, and Josh Allen got into the fight first day.
Yeah,
it's going down.
I like
Obviously,
that shit.
Too much going on out there. But Bodie, Chase, please chime in. Your thoughts on that?
I mean, it just to me, we're talking about the fighting or the pads being on.
Can you explain the difference? Yeah, when the pads come on.
Oh, I mean, it pretty much is what you said. Just a lot more competition. You're going to have somebody that's getting after your quarterback. You're going to have a quarterback that's sitting in the pocket that ain't getting touched. I mean, they still won't get hit, but it'll be a bit of blown play. You know, you get to see the real competition on the line. You get to see what your receivers are doing because pads add weight. So,
quarterback should have the red cap on too as well. You can push him around, but don't get him to that ground. Don't put him on the ground.
But it's just, I mean, it's a big difference.
Darian Daniels, didn't see much of Darian Daniels. The new nose tackle, I saw a lot of Vincent Taylor and Anthony Rush.
Anthony Rush a lot.
Saw Marlon Davidson, saw Tyquan Graham, saw Timothy Horn.
Yeah, I didn't see.
That's something to look for. Yeah, I got to look for that. The Eric Harris hit on Robbie Anderson last season was a dream come true. Over this for this defense, we should be moving forward. That was a clean hit
nice.
and a nice one.
That shit was beautiful.
The sound off of it in the stadium.
Loved it. Everybody, ooh.
That was a pretty big hit. That was a highlight of the season too, especially for your safety because you want to go ahead and knock some people around. Remember, Keanu Neal had some good hits. William Moore had a pretty good hit that's been featured a lot on some of the hype videos. But shout out to Jeff Wolf, shout out to Dave, shout out to James Dockery checking in from Kentucky. James, you're in Kentucky. I hope to see you at that Cincinnati Falcons game because Kentucky, it's right there. So, come on out, James. But some more competition battles to look for. We talked about the wide receiver group. Tight ends, it looks to be the same. Kyle Pitts, Anthony Frisker, and probably Felipe Franks. Depends on what you put him on your next chart. He's a pretty big guy, and he's fast. He gets after it. But he had a couple plays where, he was on the first team and the second team reps as well. The offensive line competition battles, Drew Dahman and Matt Hennessy. I saw both of them mix it up. Elijah Wilkinson getting a lot of reps at the guard. You spoke about Jermaine Fetty getting a lot of reps too with the first team that day. Cornerback, I saw Mike Ford in the slot. Middle linebacker was big with Mekhi Walker, Rashard Evans, Troy Anderson, Nick Kowalski. The edge, I saw the kid from Notre Dame out there. I can't pronounce his name. I don't want to butcher his name.
Arnold Ebiketie.
No, Ojonge. Ojan.
Ogundeji.
Ogundeji.
Yeah. I like him.
Ogundeji.
Yeah.
He was out there mixing it up with Deangelo Malone, who, Deangelo Malone is a freak athlete, ladies and gentlemen. This kid is huge. Yep. This kid is huge. He's like Jason Pierre-Paul, DeMarcus Ware type, fist like size, like build.
I like to hear that shit.
He's a pretty big guy. Conference USA Player of the Year twice. He made sure he told me twice. Right there when we was talking to him. I said, Conference USA Player of the Year? He was like, twice.
Hey, that's real. Right. Did y'all see a Marlon Davidson out there?
Marlon Davidson did get some reps, and he had, you knew it was Marlon because he had the The shoulder pads built up like this, trying to put more size on. Like, I'm out here. I slimmed up and shit. You know, Marlon out there. I see
it's a make or break year for him, man.
It is. It really is.
I want to see him.
I was really high on him coming out of the draft. I really was.
Absolutely.
And,
yeah. And I had a good friend of mine, Eric, who's he was with me too. He's an Auburn guy. Marlon came over, took some pictures.
I feel like his Derek Brown, who played with him in college. I felt like Marlon contributed to a lot that Derek Brown did in college. And it's just a bummer not seeing him progress.
Yeah. Marlon, Derek Brown, and that big defensive tackle they had in the middle too. That was a big dude they had. I remember that.
Yeah, Derek Brown fell off too, though, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, he did. He ain't really. He ain't
what
I would call him.
Go Dogs. Some about some Auburn players.
But yeah.
Nah, man. Shout out to everybody. We don't know who watches the show. We don't know what Falcon player watches this show, but we do know we respect all Falcons players. You know what I mean? We don't bash them. We joke. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't no to bash the player, to beat up on the player.
We respect them until they go to Tampa. Oh.
We ain't gonna talk about that. We talked about the players to watch for. We talked about the competition battles. Going to a next question here. What under the radar player is having a solid camp so far? I'm going to throw out definitely Troy Anderson for one under the radar. Also going to throw out D. Alford. I know the play that he had against Drake London is being seen everywhere, but he had good coverage on Drake London. The stop and go, he wasn't beat off that. He had that extra. He was moving, but Drake London is just.
And he was really.
He
was really not even really a whole step behind London. I mean, honestly, to me, it was good coverage. It was just a great catch.
Yeah. Under the radar, Tyler Argeri has some good runs. Damien Williams is the name that's not being talked about, but these are some of the players that's having a great camp so far under the radar. Chase, you was there. Any under the radar players that nobody's mentioning who's having a solid camp so far?
If anything, I'd have to go with Troy. Troy. I did not expect him to step in with the first team that quick. I mean, it was the first day for public, but it's like day 3 or 4 for them. What was it? Day 3 or something like that?
It was going into day 3 on Friday, and then day 4.
And he's already right there with the starters. And I think that shows a lot being a rookie. That
brings a tear to my eye, bro.
It does. It does. Seeing the guy that you did a rookie report on him, and you want to see this guy do well. We haven't mentioned Arnold Ebiketie, right? No. Not too many people in camp has been mentioning Arnold Ebiketie, but he's out there, ladies and gentlemen. He is out there, right?
And he's a lot bigger than he looks on television.
That is true. That is true. And we talked. Kyle mentioned that, Bodie. Remember that?
Oh, he said he was shredded.
Yes, sir.
He was
Deangelo Malone is shredded. That is
I
want to see it, man.
I thought he was a skinny guy,
man.
From the measurables and from what I saw,
yeah.
Oh, he's shredded. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
A lot of the hits you see on his highlight too, coming out of Western Kentucky, he was laying people out. Like a lot of quarterback doing like this, not seeing Malone coming this way, just
long body.
That's cool.
Funny thing about it is a lot of these players are gonna be playing week 1 and week 2.
Yeah,
because these are the guys going to be flying around. You're going to see Malone. You're going to see Troy Anderson. You're going to see Arnold Ebiketie.
Mm-hmm.
So, going to the next topic here before we wrap it up. One time for the fan. It's only an hour from 8 to 9. But as the season gets underway, man, we got so much going on. I don't even know where to start. But something came out last week during camp or during the start of camp. They talked about offensive rookies of the year candidates, right? And it's cool because this Lance Zierlein guy, shout out to Lance Zierlein, because anytime you put the Falcons players on a list like this, I'll shout you out. But then we had some other people who talking bad about the Falcons. Cody Benjamin. Some of these other people. But Lance said offensive rookie of the year candidates. Number 1, he has Breece Hall, right? Number 2, Treylon Burks. That's tough. Number 3, Kenny Pickett, because I'm guessing Kenny will be playing a lot this year with Pittsburgh. I mean, he's going to get some reps. Mitchell Trubisky probably might lose that job, though he looks like the starter right now. They call him Pittsburgh Pickettsburg. So
too soon.
Be prepared for that week 12, Falcons fans. Number 4, Garrett Wilson. Number 5, Sky Moore. Number 6, Kenneth Walker III. And then our guy at number 7, Drake London. Offensive Rookie of the Year candidates. 8, 9, 10, Christian Watson, Chris Olave, Jahan Dotson. Chase, when I sent this to you, you mentioned they definitely got this wrong. Tell us why they got this wrong from just going off of this list right here.
Just watching back at Drake London's high school or college tape, and you said Garrett Wilson was like number 2 or 3 or something like that?
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's number 4, and then they have Treylon Burks number 2.
Treylon Burks, to me, Drake was way more competitive in college. I mean, yes, he had the one season, and I think that's where he got hurt, and I think that's what's maybe putting him on down that list a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I just really feel like Drake London was the best receiver this year in the draft.
Mm-hmm. Bodie, number 7, Lance Zierlein. I'll butcher that name. I just be butchering names. Zerline, whatever his name is. Number 7, Drake London on the list, offensive rookie candidates. Bodie, your thoughts on that?
See, like I'll go back to the Burks situation. Yeah, that's a running team. You really think that Burks is gonna do better than we gonna rely on Drake? Like Drake gonna get the ball more than Burks. I almost guarantee that.
Yeah,
so there's a lot wrong with this list, but media's a little biased. Team. They think we're gonna win 2 games, so they not gonna get a foul.
And then Sky Moore above Drake.
Moore.
I had to look up Sky Moore when they said. I said Sky Moore got drafted.
It's because he went to the Chiefs.
Sky Moore went to the Chiefs. They lost old boy Hill, so
and they got another
He gonna get out there. I'm just saying. Like, I don't
when
know
they sent the list, Boomman sent it. I said, Sky Moore got drafted?
Yeah.
I had no idea Sky Moore was playing in the NFL.
Yeah, Sky Moore definitely got drafted.
And they hyped that kid up so much on draft night when they was talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
So
he was.
One thing you got to look at here, and I think the Falcon fans got to realize, with Drake London, and Chase, you saw it at training camp. When Drake was on the field, it seemed like every play was going to Drake London.
To Drake London.
You feel me? And that's why you have Drake with the 2 touchdowns and all these catches and these spectacular one-handed catches. I was tweeting about it and posting it because a lot of players, the plays went up to be, hey, look, whatever, single back, whatever the play was, but it's going to Drake.
Yeah.
Or it's going to Pitts. And then you saw a couple plays with CP, and it was like, man, this offense is going to be high flying.
That's what I'm saying, man. There's no reason red zone defense can't be unstoppable this year. We got too many targets, and for them to sit there and say that we're the least talented team in the NFL, it just blows my mind.
Yeah, we got talent. We just got young talent.
We got a lot of young talent, and we'll get to that in just a second. We went over the players to watch for, the competition battles, what under the radar players having a solid camp. Drake London, offensive rookie of the year candidate. They have him at 7 on Lance Zierlein. On his list right over here. I think he's definitely top 3. The names that they have for the top 3 is ridiculous. We talked about Mariota being named the starter for week 1. We might go over the hour mark here, but something we have to talk about, right? So I'm not going to drop any names of who I talked to at training camp, who's in the Falcons media, but there are some in the Falcons media who do believe that the Falcons will not get more than 3 or 4 wins this season, right? And a lot of it goes off of what you see on paper. And I'm telling you, Falcons fans, there's a lot of the media that's hating on us. Now, from talking to some of these media folks and hearing what they have to say, I can see why they're leaning toward the Falcons not having no more than 3 or 4 wins. But as a fan, looking on paper, I see something totally different. I told this journalist that there's going to be 9 wins. He turned back around to come have a nice conversation with me. And he explained how the Falcons don't have a good run defense and they don't run the ball
talk in his voice. You can do that.
Man.
Do it.
Man. I can't. So look.
You can. You ain't saying no names. Just talking his voice.
So look, right? So I talked to a lot of people out there for training camp. So I just want to make sure everybody knows,
hey, there's a lot of people talk like that. Go ahead.
Man, my dude was
Come on.
I ain't gonna do it, man. So some of y'all might know who it is, but yeah, he is one of the people who projected the Falcons to not have no more than 2 wins this season, and he stands firm on it. With the Falcons, taking a step back of not having Matt Ryan, he's not trusting in rookie wide receivers to come make this team just a top 10 offense. He's not trusting in players who's here on 1-year deals. He's looking at it as you have a tough schedule. You can't run the ball well. You can't pass protect well. You can't stop the run, and if you are leaning off of your defense, how long is that going to last? Right? So I'm trying to explain to him just, how we've got better receivers from last year. Christian Blake, Tajay Sharp, Russell Gage. Like, we've improved in a lot of areas. We've improved also even the consistency of the offensive line. You brought these guys back. Elijah Wilkinson can help bolster your offensive line, right? You still have some money to spend to go get another offensive lineman. You can go get Quentin Spain. You can go get a guy to fill any position that you need right now in the Atlanta Falcons team with a free agent. The linebackers from Foye. I understand Foye led the league in tackles last year, but still the defense was at the back of the pack. So I'm trying to tell him how we've improved. Casey Hayward over Fabian Moreau.
That itself is an A+
comparison in that. You got a better run defense now, just outside of Foy and Michael Walker. I'm sorry, out of Foy and Michael Walker. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've improved in your run defense. You got Troy Anderson in college, who really is a run-stopping linebacker. Rashard Evans you brought over for your run-stop defense. Zoe Carter is an upgrade from Dante Fowler. From Zoe Carter's last 6 games as a Giant is an upgrade as Dante Fowler's whole career here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
So I tried to explain, and we were laughing and joking, and we're talking back and forth. But no, he stands firm on this team not winning no more than 4 games. Talk to another journalist. I give you guys 6 games. Wow. Hearing this now, hearing the NFL Network, hearing the media, hearing the people who cover the Falcons hear this, and it's like, damn, the Falcons, when people say the Falcons are going to shock the world, I hear how they keep saying it now because the media is putting us at 4 games and 5 games. 8 games is shocking the world to the Falcons fans.
No doubt.
To the media, 8 games is shocking the world. Wow, they won 8 games. I didn't have that down.
Right.
So they are counting us out, Falcons fans. Listen to me now. They're counting us out. They want us to win the 2 games so they can feel better. They want us to win the 5 games, like Vegas said. Like the one dude said, "Oh, Vegas is never wrong." He's a journalist. He's a journalist that covers NFL teams. He turned and said, "Oh, Vegas is never wrong. I'll give you guys 6 games." That's tough to hear coming from people who's covering this team, and that's what happened at the press conference with Arthur Smith and Dean Pease. And that's why I want to get into this. Yeah. Arthur Smith and Dean Pease, they don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you straight up. They don't want to hear that shit. Dean Pease said it. They were talking about it when we was in Baltimore. They were talking about it when we was in New England. You think we give a damn about that shit? We get out there and we compete. We put the best 11 players on the field.
About the Atlanta defense.
Go ahead, Chase.
That man said they fixing to start talking about the Atlanta Falcons defense.
Hearing that, Bodie, you did a breakdown of Coach Pease on your Bodie's breakdown a couple weeks ago. Please give us just a little bit of information here on Coach Pease, because Arthur Smith was pissed to hear about these record projections and should I change the philosophy of my coaching because we have a tough schedule. And Arthur Smith went off. He said, why don't you go Google the iPhone 14 before it came out? That shit was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Go read the reviews of the iPhone 14 if you want to laugh. Dean Pease at the press conference yesterday, he went off. Falcon fans, he went off. And I advise you guys to go look at that video. Listen to it. People are tweeting and say, this don't get you fired up?
Yeah,
this don't get you fired up to get some wins, to get some games?
Thanks.
Bodie, please give us some information on Coach Pease, man. You did a great, amazing Bodie's breakdown a couple weeks ago of Coach Pease. To see him that fired up, he mentioned the Patriot. He mentioned Belichick. He said, "Do you think Bill Belichick gives this team a pep talk?
He don't
Do you
do pep
think Nick
talks.
Saban gives
Nick
this team a
Saban don't
pep
do
talk?
pep talks.
Don't
Yep.
call him Russell.
Don't call him Russell, Coach. Don't call him Russell Dean Pease. This is 2-time Super Bowl champ we talking about here.
I love it.
Two-time Super Bowl champ.
What are we talking about? This man has coached Hall of Famers. We got the Todd Laws and the Teddy Bruschi's, Richard Seymour's, and
Terrell Suggs.
Terrell Suggs and the
Ed
Ray
Reed.
Lewis and the Ed Reeds and the Haloti Nadas. Like, are you playing? Like, and he's coming back and saying, do not undermine this defense right here. This defense with these young cats. He believe in these young cats. And he coached all that good shit back in the day.
Dean Pease is a Hall of Fame legendary two-time Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator. I guarantee you he's probably the number one highly respected defensive coordinator in the NFL, still coaching. He doesn't have to do this, Falcons fans.
At all. And this
he
man
doesn't have to be here.
So many top 10 defenses. Even if he didn't win Super Bowls, he had top 10 defenses just lined up. I mean, come on. He know what he's doing. And he said for him to say this about our team, he sees something. Like I said, like I told Jack earlier, like stars will be made this year. Breakout players will be made. We'll have new stars. We're going to have some guys that's going to open folks' eyes on this defense, on this team in general. So, yeah, I mean, that fires me up. That shit, ooh,
man.
He doesn't have to be here, Falcons fans.
Don't have to be here.
He's going to get into the Hall of Fame. He's going to be one of the greatest defensive coordinators to ever coach this game. Mm-hmm. He's worked for some of the greatest.
He's on that Dick LeBeau. He's on that Dick LeBeau level. He's on that level.
Here he is in a press conference with the Falcon logo behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
Telling the media, and he probably going to get fined for cursing because it's on TV. But he doesn't care.
But excuse me, I get fined up there.
I'm tired of this bullshit. Tired of this bullshit. We ain't gonna get fined over here because we uncut on One Time for the Fan.
God damn it.
We ain't work for no network.
God damn it.
Feel what I'm saying? But to hear Dean Pease say that shit as a Falcon fan, I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, boy, I can talk football with Dean Pease all damn day.
Yes, sir.
Bodie, when he was over there talking to us, it was only because security asking us to leave, we had to move away. I had way more questions to ask.
Yeah, that's
a
walking encyclopedia.
I seen Coach Pease out here. Now we try to get him on the 15th. But Chase, hearing Coach Pease being fired up about what the media is saying, hearing Arthur Smith fired up about the record projections.
Oh man,
what do you think, man? As a fan,
so I couldn't even finish the video. I went and shared it and was telling everybody how if this video doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will.
I saw that. Yeah,
just him coming out there and just putting that much confidence into those kids, like Bodie was saying, it really means a lot. It says a lot. I really think he's there to stay for a little while, and he's going to change the defense.
I'm gonna keep posting it under the Falcons comments every time Dean Pease make a video. Keep him here forever.
Facts.
I don't care if he wants to coach until he's 85. Terry,
sign him up.
No doubt.
Sign him up.
Sign him up.
If he doesn't get you a Super Bowl with that defense is gonna be top 10, top 15, top 5 before you get up out of here.
Facts. He said it so. The highest we've been is a top 10 in the last 20 years. And y'all are happy with that? This man about to change his defense. I'm telling y'all.
Hearing that from Coach Pease, man, gets you fired up.
Yes, sir.
For the season. We're heading to the chat here, man. God, we had a great show here on One Time for the Fan. I love listening to all the positive news, and this is the energy we haven't had in the last few years. Tim!
Shout out, Tim.
Facts.
We here for you.
This is the podcast. This is the podcast y'all need, Falcons fans. Bring your thoughts, bring your comments to the chat. Every Falcon fan, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button every Wednesday, 8 p.m., every Sunday, 8 p.m. And, of course, we got some more pop-up shows we're going to be doing because there's a lot going on with the Atlanta Falcons. Training camp is still underway. So we have a couple more days of that before we get ready for the first preseason game against the Lions in Detroit. We'll have a show to cover that, too, as well after. Jeff Wolf is over here. He's cussing out Tampa Bay. That's Jeff Wolf for you.
Yeah, F him.
Going to Harold Poole over here. Haven't been this pumped in a long time. A lot of teams, I think the fans are coming back to the dorm this year. We're ready I'm ready.
Get them in there.
Chase, you'll be there week 1. You got your Saints Falcons tickets
Yes,
week
sir.
1?
I haven't bought them yet, but I will be in that Benz.
You'll be there? Tailgating
Yes,
ready?
Yes, sir.
Bodie?
I'm being that thing slap drunk. Yeah. I ain't be slap drunk. Because I want to be coherent when we whoop the Saints ass week 1. That's what I want to be.
You know how big of a statement that is?
Drunk. Oh, man.
How big of a statement that is to come out and be week 1 with your division, man. The biggest rival.
Falcons going to put visitors for the away team. They're not going to
always.
Don't they do that? They already
do that shit. Always.
Yeah. Oh, that shit's hilarious. You see, I love getting ready for NFL season. Look, they're talking about expect Derek Carr to flourish in the Josh McDaniels system.
Yeah,
because Josh McDaniels was with Coach Belichick.
Yeah. I want to hear that.
And Raider podcasts are going crazy. They're eating this shit up. Josh McDaniels said this.
Yeah. And you're right, Dave. We are an afterthought until we win a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a shit about us. And they won't.
We got to get it.
But we got to get there. We got to get it. We got to.
Please get these subs up. When it comes to the national media, the Falcons are an afterthought. So, absolutely. Dave, remember when you told us back at like 33 subs? You was like, how you guys had 33 subs? No way. This channel needs to have way more than 33 subs. We at 108 now.
Yeah, man.
Rolling out here.
Shout out to y'all.
Rolling out here. Shout out to the fans, man. It's all about the fans. Are you guys satisfied with the Falcons' run defense as it stands with players? I'm not. Because a game hasn't been played.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you my opinions and my feelings and my energy about what I feel. But until we watch that Detroit game, we're like, holy shit, bro, we getting them off the field today.
Mm-hmm.
Until you watch the Saints and you're saying, damn, 27-13 Falcons in the third. They got to hold this lead now. Then we can start getting into it. But that's just week 1. We got to go to the week 1 run defense versus the week 9 run defense.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just so much that we can't even get to because I can't fast forward the time, Falcons fans. But so far, if you get that triple team on Grady, like people are expecting, and you get them downhill linebackers behind you to get after it, you don't have to have a Foyer. Remember, here's the thing, right? Foyer led the league in tackles. Deion didn't want to tackle. Two of your middle linebackers didn't want to get after the quarterback when it came to getting downhill.
Yeah.
Now, if you do keep Deion, you have your pass coverage, linebacker to move around, cover your check down, cover your Taysom Hills, your tight ends every now and then. But then that guy next to him, Troy Anderson, Rashad Evans, go get that quarterback. You feel me? Go get the quarterback. Deangelo Malone, go get the quarterback. You couldn't say that with Fowler. You couldn't say that. You were sitting there.
But
no matter how loud you got.
Remember with Tat? Remember Tat?
Who?
Last season? Who else? Who was the linebackers? Give me some more linebackers from last season.
I cleansed my mind of that. I cleansed my mind of the negative.
You got memes?
Who?
Don't forget fucking memes.
Who? Man, what? Did you guys know that memes? Hello, memes a starter for us. If I'm not mistaken, he's on the practice squad for the Eagles.
That's where he should have been.
Yeah, they're doing them dances for the Eagles. Whatever the hell he was doing last season, he's doing that shit for the Eagles now.
He started for us.
In street clothes.
He's on the practice squad for the Eagles.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Dancing off somebody else's slut.
Fowler? Are you kidding me?
Right. We let Foyer get all them damn tackles because the damn line couldn't stop nobody. So that man just kept like, tackling up.
Surgery.
I'm just saying.
Deion over there saying, I'm finna have surgery.
Yeah.
But this season, let's hope that your run defense has gotten better. I think looking at the new players that you have, how they're rebuilding, don't just look at the names. Look at how they're rebuilding. Who are these players? What position do they play? What do they do? You understand? Deangelo Malone is an outside linebacker that gets after the quarterback. That was his job in college. Arnold Ebiketie, from Temple to Penn State, he gets after the quarterback. You feel me? These are the players that's coming in here now. Rashard Evans, he had his little, his stint with Tennessee. What you notice about him was he was a run-stopping linebacker. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you need now. You need a linebacker to go in there and stop the run, who's not scared to get downhill and get dirty.
Yeah.
You didn't have that in the past couple of years with some of these Falcon players. So the run defense should be better. And it starts, like what I just said, if Grady controls that triple team, there's gaps open. Remember Dean P said, Bodie? What'd he say? Missed opportunities?
Too many missed opportunities.
We got to get after it
this year. Yeah. And we hope Troy Anderson turns into Patrick Willis.
Yes, sir. We got high hopes for that kid.
Yeah, man. That's my thing.
One time for the fan here. We went over the hour mark. About to go ahead and wrap it up here. The chat is going crazy. DSGB Hall's in here from San Diego. Harold Poole. I wish these fake-ass diehard Falcons fans would join the Indianapolis Colts fan page. They're going to give Matt Ryan the Matthew Stafford treatment. They love Matt Ryan. I'm a Matt Ryan guy, but you haven't heard us talk about Matt Ryan much on this show.
Yeah.
We moved on.
We got to move on.
He's wearing the blue. That's what it is. Not wearing my Matt Ryan jersey no more.
I miss it no more.
But for some of you fans buying those Colts jerseys.
Hey.
Yeah, can't do that.
I feel like we're going to see some damn Colts jerseys. I might have to jump somebody. Nah, I ain't going to jump them.
It's like that. It's like that one fan who people might know. He has every hat of every NFL team in there. You understand? It's like, who is your team? Oh, I rock it with an outfit. Man. What's your outfit?
You got those everywhere, dude. You got
a Bronco hat with a damn orange and blue polo Bronco shirt. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I just feel like wearing orange today, man.
Bruh, I will put on that polo, that same fit, whatever, with a Braves hat, man. I don't give a shit.
Yes, sir.
With a Falcon hat, with the same red and black Falcon hat, they be like, man, that hat don't go with the outfit. I don't give a fuck. One time for the fan, man. Though. For real. Oh shit! Let me get that comment out of here. Nah. Man. That's one of the journalists I talked to, but he's a respected journalist out here in the game. He's been doing it for 20 plus years. Shook the man's hand. We had a great conversation about football. But he does not think we are winning more than 4 games. He will stand on that shit.
What's he got the Saints going?
Shit.
Has he released anything on the Saints? What he's got those predictions at?
He's part of. I guess he's part of.
Oh, you talking D-Led? You talking D-Led?
Okay, he's part of the media that can vote for certain things. I guess he's on that tier list of journalists, but. He's respected around the NFL with a lot of the journalists and the NFL media. And I've been following D-Led for a while now. And I'll say it's D-Led. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I hope to have D-Led on the show. You know, he's a cool guy, man. I tell you that about that D-Led, man. Some cool, man. You know, but that's who he is, man. He's going to keep it real from what he sees. And he's a journalist. And as podcasters, I will give the respect to a lot of these journalists out here. They've been doing it way longer than us. But as a fan, I can disagree. And I think we're going to win way more. That's when I mentioned the 9 games. He turned around and came back to me. You know? But we had a professional, casual conversation about football. And it was good to have. You know? But I hope to have him on the show so we can come in here and find out why does he believe that the Falcons will win this 2 or 3 games.
2 games. Yeah.
Going to the chat here. He's one of the best in Atlanta. Not hating on him.
Yeah, man.
A winning record with this schedule. Falcons can't be slept on after that. So,
facts. That's a big fact.
Sorry about that. Here's the thing, right? And we're about to wrap up the show. The Falcons schedule, it looks tough on paper, right? But every team didn't get better.
Nope.
Every team didn't go from 50 to 100%. The Browns, as tough as they seem like they might look, nobody's really worried about a lot of their offense. Their defense is what they lean on right now.
Yeah.
Deshaun's not going to be playing. Who's their quarterback behind? Jacoby Brissett is going to lead the team against this newly rebuilt Atlanta team. The Panthers.
Josh Rosen.
Josh Rosen could be their quarterback.
Yeah.
The Panthers didn't rebuild on shit. The Panthers ain't doing much to say, oh my God, we're so worried about Carolina. Same for the Saints. We're not worried about these teams. So what it looks like on paper is it's just a regular schedule to these NFL players, man. They don't look at that schedule and say, oh shit, man, we play the fucking Cardinals, man. Cardinals got an offensive line. We got an offensive line. They say they want to be some dogs and some bullies. We got some dogs and some bullies.
Definitely ain't worried about no dude that throw 30 interceptions in a year.
No.
I'm still waiting on the NFL to come down on Kamara now. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
On Kamara. Yeah. They coming down on Watson tomorrow. And I hope.
Oh, tomorrow?
Tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, I seen that earlier. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Ooh.
I mean, let's just say we avoided that.
Hey Siri, what's Roger Goodell's email?
No doubt.
Hey,
man, that's looking
Roger
crazy.
Goodell, remember Kamara, Vegas, after the Pro Bowl?
They should be coming down on him soon.
Going to Clayton Murray, y'all spoke my language about peas. I felt the same emotions. That's how y'all should feel, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Arthur Pease and Marcus bringing a culture change in for the Falcons. I'm with it. I'm with it.
I love it too.
Mariota would have to earn that moniker in my mind. For a lot of fans, don't forget, we don't know if it's. Let's just say he has a successful 2 years here. Then what do you do?
Resign.
Yeah.
Let's just say he takes us to the playoffs this year. Let's just say you get to the NFC Championship game.
No, everybody gonna be on his back then.
Mm-hmm.
Then what?
I'm
finna be resharing the hell out these videos.
Boy, we coming back. Watch these videos.
Just his mindset done it before. Well, Mariota, like I said, he's been a starter before. Maybe this is the revamp of his career. Maybe this is some people said comeback player of the year.
I believe so.
We'll see.
So. He got a chance.
I can see it. Who?
What said immediately? Anderson will make Jones expendable. Jones going to Dallas. Jeff, we talked about this at training camp. Jeff Wolf wants Deion Jones out of here.
I don't know, man.
Jeff Wolf said that shit. He said he can get him out of here. We can package him and get him to the Patriots with the Cowboys by 2 weeks. That way, Jeff. The man is still on the field right now for the Falcons. I mean, hold on here. You know,
I seen him out there early. He was out there early.
He was out there with trainers. He was back there with the hoodie on in the back. Yeah.
I think he wants to be in Atlanta at the end of the day. It's just, can he do it?
Yeah. I'm rooting for him whatever happens.
Until he has that Falcon logo off of his uniform, I'm rooting for Deion Jones.
Absolutely.
Love Ryan. He on another team. Don't give a fuck. That's Jeff Wolf for you. Oh, here we go. He wanted to make sure you saw that one. He was like, nah,
it was
F wasn't enough.
I'm typing that shit.
F wasn't enough. We're
gonna see this. Hey.
Oh, he did it again. Oh, he's back again. Oh, wait. They heavy today. Here they go. Turn up. Turn up, Harold Poole. Turn up, Jeff Wolf. Turn up.
Bruh.
Julio Jones exposed Matt Ryan. That's why Julio. Oh, shit. This turned into the hate. Oh, shit. This turned into the hate Julio hate Ryan like show. Chase, welcome to the podcast.
Kicking my feet up.
Chase would have been in the chat like, yeah, fuck all you motherfuckers. Honestly, guys, are you feeling a true culture change?
Yeah, I am. I really am.
Yeah. So.
Speed of things, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Go, Bodie. Give it to him.
I was saying, started with Terry. And bringing in Arthur.
First of all, started with no Julio.
Yeah.
Then Terry with it, too, because remember Terry told y'all
Terry got him out of here, though.
Got him out of there.
Bye. And then,
Matt Ryan, the 1 year, all the talk. Remember Smith said, I should have never said Matt Ryan's the quarterback going into next year. They got rid of him same year.
Yeah, they did.
They already knew.
Terry Arthur Smith. Who is this Scott Pace guy?
The guy from the Bears?
Ryan Pace. Is it Ryan Pace?
Ryan Pace from the Bears. That's why we got all these Bears. That's why we the Chicago
Falcons. This guy right here brought in, otherwise an Eddie Goldman move. He knows some people.
Atlanta Bears, yeah.
And new helmets.
Hey, It's a lot
the
of
helmets.
The mentality.
Yeah, the mentality.
And like I keep saying, we got a lot of guys on our staff that don't have to be here.
Yep.
Like I'm gonna keep saying it for those that don't know. Arthur Smith, his father, Dean Pease.
2.
Don't call him Russell. I mean, we got guys who are just committed to the craft and just want to be here. Like I said, Arthur Smith he could be in the FedEx office right now because his father is the founder of fucking FedEx.
Mm-hmm.
But he's here coaching because he loves this shit.
Yep.
He loves this
DPs too. Hall of Fame coach does not have to be here coaching the Falcons.
To be at home playing with his grandkids, but no, look, he coaching the up and coming team. So it's a lot to be excited. The culture changes. I feel it.
Not even that. I mean, the oldest people on our team are 32. Cordell Patterson and Eric Harris is your oldest 2 on the team.
Yes.
So if that itself doesn't give you a sign that they're changing, it's definitely changing. Yeah. Culture's definitely changing in Atlanta.
I love the way
that's a good thing to point out. I think the Falcons, go ahead, Bodie.
I would just say I love the way that Terry. I'm just going back down the rabbit hole. I just love the way Terry you got us out of salary cap hell. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Yeah.
I mean, he got to sign them 1 years, and we just finding players that's gonna stick, and we're gonna go off of that. We're gonna go in the free agency next year. And
one thing you haven't mentioned, his draft so far. Kyle Pitts.
Oh man.
Richie Grant will be starting.
Yeah.
Richie flourished towards the end of the season. Yeah. Richie really did. When he came in and they started putting him in towards the end, I think it was the last 3 games, he got a lot of snaps. He really started to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Sure, Hawkins had great.
Go ahead,
Hawkins had great. I would say Hawkins had great moments in the season.
It's
just so much. That's why the youth. That's why I say stars would be made. We would have breakout players.
We're gonna go ahead and start wrapping up this show here. Harold Poole, 10-7 record.
10-7.
I rock with it. I'm good with that.
Be careful, stay members of the media. Be careful. Our GM is all about football business. You right about that? How do we know that Deion would like to move on? I think Deion wants to be here in Atlanta. Deion Wood came out to the media and started saying his agent would have started saying some things. Right now, it's been really quiet. See, one thing about the Falcons that I really like, they keep things in-house. Mm-hmm. In-house. Even with the Ridley situation, in-house. Right?
You call him the Riddler?
The Riddler.
Rolling dice, baby. The Riddler. All right. He's still here. I hope
one time for the fan. We about to go ahead and wrap this show up here. Pace didn't do terribly in Chicago. Well, he's over here in Atlanta now. We'll see what he does.
He didn't. That defense was solid for years.
Oh, that Matt Hate. You think Vic won a ring? Oh, shit. Ice Cold's in here.
Damn.
Shout out to Serena. I need them to do more. Serena, as a fan right now, it's the off season. Yeah. It's the off season. Let's just wait until things get going. Let's just wait until some things get underway. The first game is against Detroit, the preseason game. We'll see how the team looks. They get blown out 35-0.
Never been more excited to watch a goddamn preseason game.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Crazy.
Here comes Dave. Dave, you've been battling in this chat tonight. Don't slide that Ryan Vick crap into the discussion. Shout out to Dave. We're supposed to rise up what the team need to rise up. Serena?
They're going to get there. We're getting there.
Slowly. New regime, new staff.
I love it. I love what we're doing. We're in the right direction.
To Serena for checking in. I believe she's in Seattle. So we'll be out there hanging out with Serena when we come out there for week 3. Here goes Harold Poole again. Harold, man, you are on it tonight.
Just keep typing it over and over again.
Are you copying and pasting that, Harold? Is that saved on your auto keys? Like, what is going on here? As soon as you type F.
You gotta go down the board like Bart Simpson.
Oh, shit. One time for the fan. They going in on your ice cold. Now you come in here with that Vic stuff. There you go. One time for the fan. We had a great show tonight. We talked about training camp. Still underway. The pads go on tomorrow. I won't be there, but hopefully I'll be back on either Wednesday or Friday. or even maybe Saturday. But I definitely know I'll be catching some more training camp with the Atlanta Falcons so I can get some more coverage. But definitely anything that happens out of Flowery Branch, we're going to talk about it. Bodie, now that the baby is here, we have gone past an hour. Gone past an hour. But as you know, with the season getting underway, we got a lot to talk about with the Atlanta Falcons. Before we do get up out of here, any shout outs? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Serena, you live in Atlanta. That's right. But you have some connections to Seattle too as well, right? You used to live in Seattle, I believe. If so, yeah, you'll be out there. Hell, week 3, we're going to party anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Serena in the chat. What is Ice Cold? What is going on here? 50,000 yards. Y'all ain't got to. Ice Cold, what? Here y'all go. Here y'all go. Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Vic. What the hell are y'all going? What the hell is going on in the chat?
I can't even see the chat right now, but you know.
They gone.
Going to the shout outs. Chase. First podcast here with One Time for the Fan. We talked about it a lot. You was there for training camp. Gave a lot of good views tonight, my brother, talking about the Atlanta Falcons. So please, any shout outs before we go ahead and get up out of here, Chase?
Man, just shout out to the Falcon Nation for real. Guys, y'all come out, show support. Come to the games. We need a noise. We got to pack the stadium out this year. You know, shout out to everybody in the comments.
Excuse me.
But for real, y'all show up this year.
What the hell? Oh, Aaron Rodgers. Skip. Bodie. Oh, shit. This drink. Bodie, any shout outs tonight?
Yeah, man. Shout out to my cute babies. Shout out to Falcon Nation, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to all the everybody in the chat. You know, shout out to new subscribers. Your first time watching, welcome. Shout out to Chase, man. You flawless. You did great, man.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to Jack for his internet holding up for a whole damn show.
I saw some
didn't lag or nothing.
Fidgety going on over there.
Like
everything all right?
AT&T commercial, like. Anyway,
oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to the Falcon Nation again. We're here for y'all, man. We're here.
Serena, I see what you're saying. I feel the franchise don't even believe in them. Sell my season ticks back. Serena.
Not quite.
Serena.
Hey, we all in this together. Come on. I mean, I'm suffering too. We all building up. We all trying to get there. So we know we're not gonna let you do that. We're not gonna let you do that.
Going to Dave, a new addition to the Falcons family. Much congratulations to Bodie and his family. Of course.
Shout out, brother.
Big congratulations going down to Bodie right there.
Appreciate that, man.
The blessings in the birth of his new baby girl.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Congrats, Bodie.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Lisa Separate. Shout out to One Time for the Fan from Major Colors on the Falcons social media on Saturday. Man, I keep retweeting and reposting that shit myself. They're like, you can't retweet it and repost it more than once. Like, nah, I'm doing it.
You might as well make the logo your face now. Like,
that shit is lit, bro. It is lit.
This shit is lit, man. I mean,
everywhere.
And a lot of people hit me up like, bro, is this you?
Like, yeah,
bro, is this
dude.
Yeah. People call me by my government name in the comment section. Look at Matt over there.
Like, hey, wait a minute now.
Hey. One Time for the Fan. We trying to make y'all have a good time every time we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. We're back with another show Wednesday. Bodie's breakdown on Wednesday. And plus, I try to give y'all some information on the Desmond Ridder rookie report. But we have a lot going on. Like I said, it's less than 16, 17 days before the Falcons play the Lions. Pads come on tomorrow at training camp. So some of the footage you'll be seeing is a lot of hits, a lot of competition battles. And it's going down in a major way for the Atlanta Falcons. But shout out to everybody. Try to make it to camp tomorrow. Nah, Jeff, I ain't going to be there. Chase, you're not going to be there tomorrow, right?
Nah, I'll probably be back till Saturday, man.
Okay. We will be out there again, but One Time for the Fan every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Of course, we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Bodie 3000. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to the baby. Chase, shout out to you for showing up on the podcast tonight. Really hope you enjoyed it. As you can see here on One Time for the Fan, we keep it real. We have a good time, but we talk about the Atlanta Falcons. That's what we are here for. As you can see in our backgrounds, Falcons, and got them Georgia championship banners back there too. I got to put one up right up there too as well.
Yeah, I see that.
But and of course Georgia and Oregon at the Bend. So that week is going to be pretty crazy.
I'm gonna be there.
You be there. That's gonna be pretty crazy too as well. You see, so we talk about the Falcons, but we love the home teams. The Braves have been rolling. We haven't mentioned the Braves. Hawks get underway real soon. Atlanta United, step it up, man. Come on, we need y'all to bounce back for the city. But we got a lot going on here with One Time for the Fan. Wednesday we're back. Bodie's Breakdown, 8:30. Well, 8 p.m., but 8:30 for Bodie's Breakdown. And we'll see y'all then. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Bring y'all more training camp coverage on Wednesday. But, of course, before we get up out of here, we always say our signature. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Terry Fontenot. One time for Arthur Smith. One time for Dean Pease. Y'all done lit the fire. Y'all can't put this shit out now. Dean Pease is on y'all head now.
Don't call him Russell. Might slap.
He might. Don't call him Russell. One time for the players who got into that scuffle at camp because hell, y'all competing, but make that brotherhood, tighten that brotherhood a little bit.
Brotherhood. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, you ain't talking no damn brotherhood.
Well, the new brotherhood. See, I can take the one word from DQ, sorry, but I ain't gonna do all that other stuff where he talk about and I think and the players and Matt.
Fast
that's
and
how
physical.
DQ talk.
And brotherhood and fast and physical.
Brotherhood for this new Atlanta Falcons. They can still keep that word, but change that philosophy from what Quinn used to preach. Arthur Smith is the coach now. Dean Pease is there. We back. It's the new culture change here in Atlanta. But yes, one time for everybody who's been supporting the channel. One time for everybody who's subscribed to the channel. We'll see y'all Wednesday. For Chase, for Bodie 3000, I am your host, Jack Spade. One time for the fan.
Don't give up, Serena. We all in this together.
Hang in there.
Serena. Serena, you come back to the chat on Wednesday. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk. One time for the fan, y'all. We up out of here, man. See y'all Wednesday.
Peace.